Okay, so I'm here with my first ever client, Sinan Saeed, and we're here in Bali. First time meeting each other. We've been friends for a long time, been friends for many years. And so this video is going to be completely different from any regular one that I would usually post. It's just going to be us having a chat, right? There's some things that we want to talk about, our stories, what it's like in Bali, plans for Olympus, all that good stuff. A lot to go over. But before anything, I feel like it's probably best to start from the very beginning.
Yes.
Right. So probably 2.5 years ago?
Yeah, so too.
Probably 2.5 years ago, I was in a $47 per month membership Discord server, and so were you.
Yeah.
And that's how we kind of initially linked up. And it was me, you, we won't say their names. I don't even remember half of their names. Me, you,
two other guys.
and I think it was 3 other guys.
Oh yeah.
Created a Discord group chat. And that's the synopsis. That's the start of our friendship. It's talking on Discord on the $47 per month group calls.
Yep.
Yep, with Kenny.
Yeah.
Fuck it, we can say his name. With Kenny. Yeah, bro. That's where it all started. And then from there, of the guys in the group chat, do you talk to any of them?
No, not really.
Yeah, they're all gone now. They're all fucking doing their 9 to 5.
Drop shipping or whatever.
Yeah, we're the only two that made it. We're doing what we're doing. We're the only two that are in Bali now. So fuck them. But yeah, before we get into my stuff, like let's just say, like just before that, and then going into it and like your kind of initial phases in the agency space, what was it like for you? How did you initially get into it? And what was it like?
So like you said, I got into. I'm actually in the real estate agency space, and so basically I got into it with him in the group chat and whatnot. And then he was telling me, saying like how great his like messaging. He had like this SMS system or something. And he was like saying how great it was. I was like, "Can I have it?" And he's like, "No." And then like,
I said that.
yeah, you're like kind of gatekeeping. You're like, "I'm not gonna give it up that easy." And then I had to pry for it a bit. And then like we talked in like the DMs, and then we were talking about like anime or some shit.
Probably.
And that was something. And then eventually, like I never ended up using the system anyways. But like we talked a lot. We went back and forth, and the conversations were really really weird. But really like.
I mean, bro, we were like fucking 15.
Yeah, you were 15, I was 14. Yeah.
So like we were just talking like as like fucking children our age would. Like, we weren't fucking like we were barely conscious, bro.
Yeah, hardly any of the conversations are about like actual like agency
any business
stuff,
or anything important. Yeah. So how did you even join that server and get into the agency space in the first place?
Yeah, so basically, like everyone knows, like you guys, if you're watching this, you're in the agency space, you probably came through being funneled by that one Iman Gadzi video. Like the one where he's like comparing dropshipping, Amazon FBA, and then he's like SMMA is the one. He made it look so easy.
The best the video, the best business. It's got like 10 million views now.
Yeah, that's insane.
I originally found it because I was a fan of Hamza, the self-improvement stuff. And you know how Iman does those events like every 4 to 5 months he does like a webinar?
Yeah.
He did one that was like a collab with Hamza. And so I remember Hamza went to Dubai and like met Iman in person. They did like videos together. And so from there, found Iman. From Iman found, of course, the 10 million view video. And I feel like he's not directly, but indirectly, like Iman just with that video, has put so many people onto the agency space and like changed so many lives just with one YouTube video.
Yeah.
And right, just like of course he changed tons of lives, that's good. But it's probably like just with that one video as well, millions, bro. Like I think how many sales came. If I had the money when I was like 15, I would have bought his program. 100%.
I tried. I went to my parents. I was like, guys, like, please, $2,500. I want to get this like course thing, and if it doesn't work within 90 days, I get my money back. So there's like nothing. Does he have a guarantee?
I don't even think there was, bro. I think it was just good luck.
Yeah, no, but I asked them for the credit card, and I was like, I need this like capital investment and stuff, and then like I'm really okay. I don't want to say I'm really glad, but I'm decently happy I didn't get it. Like they were like, even though I pried for it like a lot, but they didn't end up giving it. But I mean, I'm decently happy with that. Because I was able to find a bunch of other programs that like were really really helpful, and then like I'm pretty happy.
Go from there. Yeah, for sure, bro. So we both came through the Iman Gadri funnel, of course, and then we were both in like the trenches of the Discord servers of SMMA back in like 2021, 2022, 2023. When was it?
I don't know.
It would have been 2023, 2022, 2023, in the dumps of the Discord servers. And we both invested into this very low ticket. We won't name names, of course.
Yeah.
but very low ticket, maybe potentially dodgy, low ticket program, low ticket community. And then from there we started talking, and out of all the guys, we were probably like consistently talking the most, and even now we still are. Like we're the only two, like the duo that survived all the waves of all the bullshit.
Yeah, I don't think any of those guys are still doing SMA.
Because there was like, let's say there's like 15 of us.
Yeah.
There was a wave of like a new shiny thing, and then like 3 of them just go follow the wave, and there's like a wave of a new thing of like, I know some of them do like quantum trading, like a wave of a new thing in quantum trading. A few of them go follow that. So, and then we were like the only ones that kind of stuck to it and didn't shiny object syndrome out. That's honestly such a big thing, right? If you can just stick to something 5 to 10 years, that's gonna help you out more than anything. Switching from, there's tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of guys who are just, they want to make money online, they want to be entrepreneurs, but they're just perpetual shiny objectors. They go from drop shipping to Amazon FBA to trading to agency, because the grass always looks greener on the other side, right? Yeah. It's fucked up, man. But yeah, so we were the only ones that stayed. I think with my agency, I started seeing some good results before you did. It was a while before you started signing clients and started seeing real results.
Yeah.
But same thing, where you never switched niches. We never switched niches. You just kept on doing what you were doing and kept on getting slightly better every day. So I started signing a few clients. I remember, like, it was like my 3rd or 4th client. I posted in the Discord. Yeah. Like, I posted like the money came in the Discord, and you replied like, "Whoa, no way!" And the owner of the Discord, that's like the first win post he'd ever gotten. He's like, "Whoa, bro, this is so cool." Yeah, I started signing a few clients. Started doing a bit better for myself. Getting to near enough, not exact 10K per month, but 4 figures per month for myself. And then obviously the whole Olympus transition thing, that was a big thing.
Yeah.
But then for you, even before Olympus was a thing, even before what I do now was a thing, I was of course still helping you out, just like on the side, kind of like one-to-one, just as a friend. And so when was it? Was it like late 2023? When was it that you started seeing real success with the agency?
I think the most results came from when we started doing like every single day we started doing like challenges, like where we would send each other like $10 if we didn't do something.
Yeah.
And so basically when we started doing that, I'm brown, right? So like money, like I can't spare any expense. Like literally like
built into your DNA.
Yeah, I was fighting him today about like, I think it was like $10 or something. Well, I don't know.
Oh yeah, 100K rupee at $10. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, money is money, right? So you can't let that just. So that was me. So like basically I would do anything to make sure I didn't have to pay him like $10. And so like
so when an input was do 200 cold calls or give me $10, you better know this cunt was doing 200 cold calls. But to be fair, that was like 2024. I think that was like early 2024. And I know you've had some success with the agency, but then like, you kind of went off and there was a time when we didn't speak for a few months.
Yeah.
And I kind of went off the agency, back on it, went off, like had these ups and downs.
Yeah.
And then when Olympus started, that's when you were on one
that April. Like when you
that's when you were on more of a down, like you were kind of at the bottom, probably making around 2,000-3,000, something like that. And then April was when I was working on Olympus a lot. It didn't like officially launch until like June, but around then is when you started locking back in with the whole cold call stuff. We were getting on those calls daily, the daily info calls, doing all the work, and yeah, from there, bro. Like those new higher ticket clients of 4,000, 4,500, 5,000.
That was a huge win. Like getting the more upfront clients, like paying the high ticket and whatnot, instead of doing like a monthly retainer. I have to be careful about what I recommend, but honestly, I think that's the way to go. Like doing like the full upfront, like it's.
Yeah, I'm sure it just feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah. Just seeing like the 5K Stripe payments and stuff.
Yeah.
Like. I'll probably pull up some for this video or something.
Yeah, I'm sure we can edit something if Drake remembers.
Yeah.
Drake, right now, bro, edit in some screenshots, please, of Sinan twins.
Yeah.
But yeah, so from there, now, I mean, of course, I know with you like to say like, oh, this monthly recurring revenue doesn't count unless I've sustained it for 3 months.
Yeah.
But just not including that, just on paper, February was like 45, right? 45,000, something like that.
Yeah.
And
Canadian,
March, 45,000 Canadian, so probably like 35, 40-ish US.
Yeah.
And then March will probably be about 40 to 50 US.
This month's gonna be fucking huge. Like honestly, like I got a couple like people who are like they paid like an upfront and then they're paying me the rest like soon. So assuming all of the money comes through, I mean, and obviously we're gonna have some hiccups. Had one today, but like assuming all the money comes through, then we should be looking at like I think I might even hit my first like 50,000 USD mark like for
that would be massive. That would be great. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was gonna say like a few months back, I think like last year, you had those months where you had like 15, 20K. but it was like a one-off thing.
Yeah.
Because if you had a month where like the commission, because you were doing commission for a
Yeah,
while,
I was doing commission. Don't do that. No.
you would have like some months it was like big ups and downs. You have like a
Yeah.
month that was like 1,000,
Yeah.
and then a month that was like 15,000 because
Yeah,
you have like
yeah,
3 commissions
yeah,
coming
yeah.
in. So it was very. But now with the new model that you're doing, where it's heavy on the upfront, and of course now because you've done so many ads with Google,
Yeah.
like I said, your results are getting so much better because Google likes you, they give you
Yeah.
money to play with.
Yeah.
So the results are just going to keep getting better and better.
And now I started spending. I'm spending 5,000 a month on ads, and so like that's.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm expecting big things these next couple of months. I think like I've only spent 200 so far. I think I've booked like 8 meetings, which is pretty.
That's insane.
I know it's actually like
That's actually insane.
Yeah,
Fuck. Fair enough. And so for me, acquisition wise, not doing ads yet. If I do, I probably will do ads with Brian Moncada, adspend.com.
Really, like at this point?
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to do them right now, but when I do them in the future, it will probably be with Brian. I talked to him a bit on school, but for me right now, the outbound. I mean, especially because with Olympus, I'm teaching people outbound and sales.
Yeah.
Of course, there's foundation stuff, there's inbound stuff, there's delivery stuff, but the biggest thing is outbound sales.
Preach what you teach. And
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So if I'm consistently hitting like 4-5% ABR with my DMs, fucking like 11% with the cold calls, it's crazy, and like 3, 4, 5, maybe 3 to 4% with the emails, and scaling that and using those methods to get me to 30, 40, 50k per month. Because right now I'm only at like 10. Going to like 30, 40, 50 per month with those methods.
Yeah.
And then doing ads. That's gonna be the way to go for me. And so we have the email system launching in 2 days again, relaunching in 2 days with Owen. So that's gonna be great. The cold calls with Alexander from Donna School. So that's gonna be interesting. And then the DMs have just been consistent always, no matter what. I'm always just booking like 30, 60, 90 calls per month with DMs every month. It's 30 DMs per account. So if I have setters, I have 2 to 3 accounts each. And I have 1 account, and I have 2 to 3 setters with 2 to 3 accounts.
Yeah.
Like, just scaled LinkedIn DMs is enough to get me to like 30, 40k per month on its own.
That's fucking.
Like the DMs, and that's why I preach him so much in the program. Like Nicholas, a guy that is in the program, he's in February. I'm pretty sure he sent like 250 DMs, so basically nothing, and he had about an 8% ABR. He got like
8%.
And that's I've never even got
From
anywhere
DMs.
near that, bro.
That's.
I averaged half of that. My average is like 4%. So yeah, he signed like those 2 clients recently for 1,750 euros and for like 600 euros. The DM system's fucking nuts, bro. It's nuts. And then of course, I mean, talking about ads, talking about like outbound, all that stuff. The thing that was bottlenecking you was the shops.
Yeah, show up was a big one.
Yeah. So what have you done to get that better?
So in order to increase show-ups, basically like I followed some like the advice he gave, like and like basically where like you make sure, like absolutely ensure that they like actually book them, like they confirm on the calendar link, like Google Calendar.
Yeah.
And even if they're like, they don't use Google Calendar much, you're like, no, please, I just need you to like make sure you confirm on the Google Calendar. That's one thing, huge. Secondly, sending videos to the people when you book them has been has been insane.
Interesting.
Like, yeah, no, honestly, like it's like they respect the video so much. Like, there was like maybe 2-3 guys that like they kind of like they got
like a
pissed.
personalized video?
Yeah,
like
personalized video, just being like, hey, what's up, Jack? Thank you very much for booking the appointment. I'm really looking forward to our call. Like, just sort of something like that. There are like those 2 or 3 guys who are like, oh fuck, this guy's brown. Like, what the fuck? And he's like 17. Like, come on, that's not it. But but like but yeah, no, honestly, like that's been huge for show up rate. And then just calling them 90 minutes before the call, calling them 30 minutes, 60 minutes, whatever. Like I personally do 60 minutes or like an hour. But a lot of people find better success with 90 minutes. Just experiment, see what works best with you. But yeah, honestly, like that's honestly a huge thing. So Google Calendar, and then also that I did have a VSL page, but I will admit it's very give or take whether that actually like works. Because if you have a good VSL, then yes, it's gonna work great. If you have like actually like a decent VSL, but if you have one and there's like no results anywhere and there's like the stuff like that, then it's a bit harder. So I have results with my clients and whatnot, but I don't think that's something I have on my input goals to do tomorrow. So like now that I'm here and I've been updated like in the business and whatnot, I'm gonna record like a better VSL. So.
For sure.
And probably in this room as well. Like you guys can't see it, but there's like a really nice like lighting up there, like with like a purple neon like.
You guys can't see, but behind you, There's so much fucking like lighting setup. It's such a fancy room. It's so great to record these types of videos.
Yeah, I'll record it on my phone as well, so I can like so he can just edit it inside or something.
Yeah, yeah, fair enough.
Mm.
And then after that, of course, after outbound ads, shops, sales calls.
Yeah.
And I know for you, this is something we've been talking about: is one call close versus two call. Because
Yeah.
one call, I mean, it's basically the status quo for what we do for Olympus.
Yeah.
It's the best way to do it, and especially I was talking to you about this before. Is let's say that in your calendar you're available to take 30 appointments per week, right? Let's say that. If all of your calls are two call closes and all of your calls need follow up calls, then if you take 30 call ones this week, that means next week you have to book in 30 calls twos or 30 call twos, and you have no more places for call ones. So even if let's say the close rate is 5% lower, even if it's a lower close rate, it just makes more sense to do a one call close. And I know you started with a one call, and then kind of like transitioned to two call, and I think about getting back to one call. Like, what's the situation like? What's the situation right now
so
for you?
right now, this morning, I think I was just upset this morning. I'm not too like them, but like, basically, I do the 2 call close method where like I do one call, then I like, I really get like build like a good connection. So now no one ghosts me anymore. Like no one like straight up just ghosts me, but they might like have the doubts might creep in sort of stuff. That's what I'd say is the problem with the 2 call close.
Mhm.
However, like in my specific niche, like getting the 1 call close is it's a pretty difficult like a lot of people like you end up losing the sale because of you pushing a bit too hard. And like if you because like they'll be like, oh, please, like next week my commission's coming in, or like I don't really have the budget for this right now, just give me one more week. And so with those type of people, like I used to do like where I'd like taken like somewhat of an upfront deposit. And I still do, like if I feel like if sometimes I like usually what happens is I end up taking like 1K or 2K upfront and then waiting for the rest in like 30 days or something.
Mhm.
But like I don't do like the 250 upfront payments or something like that, because I've had a track record of people not ghosting me anymore, but doubts have creeped in. So like that's why I'm considering moving back to the 1 call close.
Yeah.
But I'm at the point though right now where the 2 call close, this is my biggest month, and biggest month is coming from the two. Since I started doing the 2 call close method.
Yeah.
So the money's there, the statistics are there. It's just emotionally I feel fucked. Like literally like this morning I had like a terrible morning just because like one guy, he was super on board. Like he was like literally like he was like take my money and all that stuff, and then we got on the call today, and then like he got like we were basically doing onboarding and stuff, and he got mad because I didn't know that he had a YouTube channel, and then he just left the call. Like that was like,
Yeah.
and so that was fucked. And like then he sent me a message to say, hey, let's just reschedule next week. So I mean, at least there's that, but like still, it's an emotional roller coaster.
Wait, that's something that you just can't let happen. The emotional side of things, it's so important, because I mean, think of like probably 75% of people, their emotions are an up and down. That's like 1-to-1 linear with their sales call conversion rate.
Yeah.
When they close 3 in a row and they just made 10K, like up here, they're looking at Lamborghinis, they're super happy.
Yeah.
And then you close, let's say you go 10 calls in a row with no closes, and then like thinking about, oh, maybe I shouldn't even get coffee this month to save $50 a month.
Yeah.
Right? It's such a big roller coaster for most people. But there's no real reason, like when you understand regression to the mean, there's no real reason to have those emotions. But that being said, like, especially with the ads, I mean, what you said is true. If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you're making 50K per month doing this one thing. So, and 50K per month, it's not the worst. It's not a small amount of money.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. But especially with the ads, if you're going to be booking and putting $200 per day into it, and you're going to be booking ads plus cold calls, booking 3, 4, 5 calls per day, you're going to get to that situation where we talked about where there are no more slots available for call ones, because there's so many calls twos, right? And if it decreases your sales call conversion rate, it still makes sense to just do 1 call close only, just because you can fit in more cool ones with new prospects and close more. So especially, maybe not right now, but maybe when you're maybe it's like 70-ish, and the volume of calls is just like ridiculous, and you can just kind of turn on the tap and book more
with
calls.
the ads, that's probably gonna be something that's worth it.
Transitioning back to 1 call close, because I mean, your niche at the end of the day, they can afford it, right? And it's just having proper process and overcoming those objections and overcoming the fears that you have around surrounding losing the sale.
Yeah.
That's just stuff that we need to overcome. So I think maybe long term, it's going to make more sense to move back to the 1 call close.
Yeah. Definitely something I'm gonna look into. But yeah.
How you finding Bali?
Bali it's a cultural shock. Like it's nothing that it's not at all what I expected. Like
Really?
yeah, I mean like what I expected, I like to I wouldn't say I was expecting like something like kind of like Hawaii or whatever, But I don't know. I thought it was like beaches. It was like palm trees. There is that is here.
Yeah.
It's just that there's
Canggu's
so
different.
much. There's so much more. Like there's so, like it's like there's like the architecture is insane, but then like and then also like the I guess the culture itself is like it's like it's so different. Like you have dogs running in the streets. This isn't something like when I was watching the
Fuck those
Hamza
dogs, bro.
videos or whatever. And when I'm watching, oh yeah, this guy almost got rabies. He got bitten by one of the dogs. That was something.
Fuck that.
But like basically like it's so different compared to like what I was expecting, and not at all in a bad way. Like honestly, it's like it's been a surreal experience. It's been fantastic. But like you have to like watch your step, and like I'm from Canada. Canada, we're kind of like pussies. Like there's like nothing dangerous ever. Like I guess
Well, besides the fucking megafauna, but there's not like
yeah
random stray dogs. Like, it's a very first world country, Canada.
yeah.
So it's a lot different here. I think the palm trees, beaches, and I'm sure we'll go to those places. But Canggu is just so fucking dense.
Yeah.
And I know you said like you're a taxi driver on the way from the airport.
Oh,
actually, hang on.
this guy.
Before we get into that, bro, when you touched down at the airport, like, did you see like the airport's like Balinese type like sculptured like place? It's so sick, bro. Like the Balinese way of like building, I don't even know what it is, but it's
well,
so
like
nice.
they had like that, and probably not sugar cane, but like straw something.
Whatever it is, bro.
Yeah.
It's great.
Like it's insane. And then like this building we're in right now, the interior it's insane. Like it's honestly, but the exterior it just looks like a rundown kind of like
But I feel like that's almost like kind of like the vibe. Like I don't know if they just like because there's like graffiti on the outside and it's like vines and everything.
There's like stray dogs, cats, and then there's like people smoking as well. Like
yeah, but then on the inside it's like super fancy because we're in like an office space right now. Super fancy. There's like plants everywhere.
hot as shit.
But I need to make a note for anybody who's watching this who's like online entrepreneur thinking of coming to Bali. If you're white, and this is just me being a pussy, honestly, if you're white, bro, probably should avoid the bikes just because it's so easy to die. Like I just don't trust myself to ride a bike here in Bali.
Oh my god!
Like I want to be driven around by a Balinese man who's been driving these roads for 15 years. I don't trust myself to drive a bike. Like I just got here, bro. I can't even drive in Australia.
Should cost like nothing here. Like the bike's like how much is it like for us
like,
to go to Sama?
like a Grab?
Yeah.
It's probably in USD. It's like $1.
Literally, like it's like it's
free.
insane. It's like nothing. Like to go like drive around and whatever. The taxis, they might be like maybe I'd say they're like more than half off like a US taxi or like an Uber or something like that.
Yep.
Like but like still the bikes, like the ones where you go on the bike and then people will like drive you around places. Honestly, you might be listening to this and think like well a bike is not as fast as a car, but I'd
it's
say
faster.
Yeah, I'd say it's
And
faster.
it depends on the place, bro.
Yeah.
If you're like some open places, if you're going longer, then of course a car's gonna be faster. But in Canggu, when like you need to like go up onto the pathway and shit, like going to Soma, going to Nirvana where we eat, where we train, bikes just they do kind of make sense. Yeah. Do you think as someone watching this, they're making maybe a good amount of money, they're thinking about coming to Bali? Do you think it's worth it to come to Bali in terms of like focus and business?
So far, I've been here for 2 days, but still, it's been the work I've been able to get done is insane. Like I've been able to get like, and then like, there's no way you mess up. Like you're next to like 4 other guys who are like entrepreneurs as well, and like so long as you have like a good sphere here in Bali, I 100% recommend it to anyone. Like literally, there's no way that you come here and you don't work like harder than you would at your own
It's not
place.
even about Bali versus like Argentina versus like Medellin, where all these like entrepreneurs. It's not even about the place specifically. It's about the people you're around.
Yeah, it's the people you're around. So if you have to go to like Dubai or Cape Town or like some sort of, or if you're in America already, like if you guys all decided to like go to one state, like one of you's in California, one of you's in Florida, you guys just decided to meet in Tennessee or whatever, like honestly, like it's the people who you're with that matters.
The people.
the people that you're with that matters more than like the actual place itself. So if you're in an environment where you can like maybe this is gonna sound maybe a little bit homosexual, but like if you can like go with your bro and then you can go like rent like an Airbnb together and like live together as if you guys are like house like you guys are wife and husband or whatever, then honestly do it. You'll make so much more progress than you think you will.
A few guys here are doing that, and I'm sure it's working out great for them. Like I know there's like 4 video editors here from Sam's program, and they're all like living together. That's the way to do it. Yeah. And I mean, like when like me and him, obviously we're together here. There's like 10, 15 other guys. Like when we're all working together, you're not gonna scroll, right? You're not gonna go on your
Yeah,
phone,
yeah.
and if you do, you're gonna get fucking beat up and called out. Like, hey, what
Yeah.
the fuck you doing, bro? Go make some cold
I
calls.
don't think I've done. I don't think I've touched Instagram pretty much since I've gotten here. So
Yeah, the only time I've touched Instagram is to make the post with me and Hamza.
yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
so you haven't met anybody? You haven't met Hamza,
I haven't
Danish, or
seen
anything?
Hamza, but I saw like that trainer guy. What's his name?
James, yeah.
James, yeah.
Yeah, you didn't say hi. I just said like this and I said hey. But you didn't like say hi to him? You didn't like talk to him or anything?
I didn't know who he was. Like,
Oh.
I think did he get like a haircut or something? Like,
Yeah, kind of, yeah, a little bit.
his hair used to be so long, and then like now
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
sure now.
yeah.
The Danish, Hamza, Sam Harborn, they're all sick, bro. They're all great. And it's just fucking crazy because the only reason I'm here right now in this seat with Sinan here in Bali, fucking speaking to you right now, is because like maybe 3 years ago, something like that, maybe 2.5 years ago, a random Hamza video stumbled on my feed. So he's like the sole and only reason. Like meeting him, bro, it's fucking, and also especially because I'm like part of his business. If you guys don't know, I'm kind of doing some like sales schools for Donna School for Hamza's program. Because he's seen me in the program. He really likes my sales skills, and he likes my ability on sales skills. Like I've been talking to, I convinced like fucking half a dozen guys to come to
it's
Bali
insane.
anyway.
This guy, I think it's like 13 guys, something like that. He just tell them like, hey, let's go to Bali, and then like everyone has like objections. They're like, no, I got school. No, I think you got like 3
Bali
people.
objection handling,
You got
bro.
3 people to drop out, pretty much. Like
Yeah.
something like that.
Alexander, Drake, and someone else.
3 people to drop out of college, university.
In high school.
Yeah,
Alexander
high
out of
school.
bro.
That's fucking insane.
To come to Bali, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he got me missing a couple days of school as well, and also like like I honestly did I was not thinking I was gonna get here at all, like to be honest. But like after a while though, like I was able to convince my dad. Then me and him like we flew out here, and then like now I built a lot. Like this has built a much better connection with my parents as well, just from this trip, especially.
Yeah.
He met my dad. They were playing like a 1v1 pool.
He
pool
fucked
match.
me up, bro.
Yeah.
That's cool as shit.
Yeah.
Fuck. What were we talking about?
Hmm?
Bali?
Bali.
Yeah. Oh, the sales stuff and Hamza.
Oh yeah.
So I'm taking a course now for Hamza's Donna School. So if you go to the about page of Donna School and you scroll down to the bottom, it says book a call here with a student. It's fun, and like my conversion rate's fucking amazing on it. So hopefully I get that Hamza testimonial, because that would be
The Hamza testimonial.
Hamza
would be
testimonial.
insane,
That's like that's Sam Harbonator. His entire business is just Hamza testimonial.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
everyone knows him for being Hamza's editor. That's what his business is based on, and it works, bro.
Yeah.
It's Hamza testimonial. That's going like my website's gonna be like half VSL, half just Hamza testimonial, because they're both worth the same value,
Yeah.
bro. That's like Hamza testimonial is worth its weight in gold. It's gonna be
Yeah.
great. And just meeting Hamza, meeting Danish, meeting everybody there,
Yeah.
gonna be great. So we're recording this right now on March 8th. So tonight is Hamza's fight, so that's pretty cool. If you guys don't know Hamza, he's like a big self-improvement creator. Like I said, he's the only reason I do anything. He's the only reason I've
Alright, quit the
been
glaze.
successful at all.
Quit the glaze, bro.
But it's true. But I'm like Hamza, Charlie, like guys like that, bro. I have to glaze them forever, because like it's like butterfly effects, right? If I didn't watch their videos, if I didn't do all that stuff, then I would have just finished my fucking.
Imagine I watched like a Mr. Beast video instead of the Iman Godzi, like that
Yeah.
shit.
You would be on like you'd be reading the
Or a dropshipping video, like.
you would be reading the what's it called, Attack on Titan manga right now.
Yeah.
That's what we used to
I
talk
actually
about.
own that. This is pretty sad, but I actually own most of them.
Really?
Yeah.
The manga.
Yeah,
Like, the
whole,
comic.
yeah, like at least half of them. Like,
This guy's a loser,
hey,
bro.
you can't be talking.
No, I own one manga, like from when I was a kid, but like it's honestly me having this one manga is more gay than you having an entire set, bro. It's Haikyuu, like the volleyball one.
Damn, that's fucking gay.
That's
as
gay
shit.
as shit, bro. But gotta take the L. Nah, it was a good anime, bro. When I was an anime guy, when I was a retard, it was good. Fucking-
Oh, the
the
volleyball one. Yeah,
bro. I had the manga. It just got super gay, bro.
Mm.
It's just too many men.
Yeah,
Like
my like if you think that's bad, but I still like this to this day. Honestly, like all of them suck except I love JoJo's, like JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. Fucking insane. I love that show.
Can't believe we're talking about anime right now in the fucking business.
Yeah, where's this podcast gone to?
Okay, so speaking of getting back on track, Olympus, this is like the main thing to me.
Yeah.
And when we're talking about Medellin versus Colombia versus different places to travel, the only way I'm thinking about it is where will I get the best work done for my clients? Because like that's honestly, that's my full focus, my full cast. It's not about traveling, it's not about experience. That stuff's great, and we're gonna do that stuff. But for me, it's just Olympus. If I get better work done at my mum's basement, I'm gonna work in my mum's basement.
Yeah.
If I get better work done at the top of the Burj Khalifa, I'm gonna work at the top of the Burj. I don't care. It's my
Yeah.
full focus. For you, is it the same, or are you more on like the life experiencing right now?
Yeah, right now, I feel like it's a bit too early to tell for me, like whether like honestly, like I got crazy work done this morning, but we gotta like look at the consistency and whatnot as well.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna go great. I think we're gonna get a lot of
I
work
think
done
so
here.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but like, cause you like now I have my own office and stuff, and it's not like just from my room or whatever, so it's
yeah,
like different. But I am a type of person though. I do get like kind of like do get pretty homesick if I'm not if I'm not at home for like a while. I have to get over it. I'm almost like 18 years old. I'm probably moving out next year, but like
yeah, yeah.
yeah, but.
I thought I would feel that honestly. Like the night before I left, I was like looking at my bed. I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna miss this."
Yeah.
But honestly, I don't. Just because so much shit is happening,
Yeah.
it's just so crazy.
Yeah, so far it's been lit, but like,
Yeah, yeah. With Olympus, you were literally like not like literally my first client, like the first person that ever joined Olympus.
Hmm.
Like when it went from one member to two members was you.
Yeah.
You're like the first ever client. You, James, some other people. Literally the first ever people. So Olympus has been around, like launched officially for maybe like 8-9 months now.
Yeah.
And I mean, we've already seen some fucking sick results with Gavin, with Nicholas, with you, with James. It's fucking plenty of people that have been getting some amazing results. But for you and with Olympus, what parts of it do you think you've been like using the most? What parts do you think are going to be the most valuable? And then we can also talk about after that, like the plans for it for the future.
Yeah. So basically I'd say the most insightful part of Olympus, the one that's like gotten me like the furthest amount of say like actual results, I'd say would probably be like I'd say the accountability, honestly. Like you could have anyone as an accountability partner, but like having someone who's like at a point where you kind of want to you kind of want to be,
Yeah,
and then also like having someone who's like you when you have that like payment thing, you gotta like pay 10
great.
that's a huge thing, honestly.
Yeah.
But having like that sort of someone to do like one-on-one coaching to like give you that like just sort of like push you in the right direction with the accountability, it's huge. Like it's honestly insane like what accountability can do. But also like the coaching calls, the like the practice sales calls that we do, because I might be making like a little bit more than he does, but like this guy's way better at sales than I am. Like it's insane. Like this guy, like I could never convince 13 people to come to Bali. Like that's something else. But honestly, like yeah, the sales calls, coaching, and also like the lecture calls that we got going on, and then but like the checkup calls are huge. Like those are the ones that like I attend the most because they like to get the deep dive into like your business and whatnot, and then like finding out like what that's how we found my show up problem, and that's how we got that fixed, and how I made an extra 25 that month just because of
yeah,
like the amount of
yeah,
the fixing the show up rates and whatnot.
yeah.
But yeah, that was insane. Let's see. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty much it. Like as
The
far as it
big
goes.
thing, because that's all great, but the big thing, you haven't used it as much just because like we'd already been talking for a long time.
Yeah.
But the big thing that people like Marcel, people like Gavin, people who are just like a bit more early stage and a bit more just starting out and a bit more new to it, the crazy thing has just been like the knowledge and the paradigm and the understanding inside of like the course itself. You already had probably a lot of it
Yeah,
because
yeah.
we just know each other. We consume the same information forever,
Mm.
so you already were ahead in that way. But just the big shifts in understanding inside of specifically first principles cognitive rebirth, but then also with the sales stuff, with the outbound stuff, that's definitely the biggest thing. And with Olympus, it's going to be constant. It is constantly evolving. Like we were just showing like kind of mind mapping on the whiteboard in my office today
Mm.
about the plans for Olympus, and like what I want to do with Olympus is I want to make it so that it lasts, like the product that I have lasts until 2030, right? Lasts a very long time, and stuff like stuff about systems, stuff about psychology, first principle stuff, doing it once and doing it properly, and making it so good. Like I said, it lasts for half a decade, like 10 years plus.
Mm-hmm.
And this is like, at the end of the day, you can compete or whatever you want to compete on. Long term, the best thing to compete on is products. So specifically, not for coaches, not for anybody else, specifically for early stage agency owners. That's what my niche is.
Mm-hmm.
I want to have the best product in the market, better than Charlie, better than fucking Joe Happen, better than anybody else.
Sam, like yeah, all those guys.
Sam, anybody. Like specifically for early stage agency owners, really honing in on them. And the thing that they need is what you need: the
Yeah.
accountability, the coaching calls, but then of course there's just like the large, vast amount of knowledge and understanding surrounding
Yeah,
it.
I'd say the early stage agency owners. If you're watching this, I don't want to assume things, but you probably might be in that sort of stage where you're an early stage agency owners. Yeah, I from experience, I can tell you, you hold yourself back so much more than you realize. Like, I don't want to
Definitely.
point names or anything like that, but like so for example, like I'll say for myself, I did this as well, and there was someone in the coaching program who I saw recently was doing this as well. By the way, I'm not affiliated with like I'm not like I don't work for
You're
him or
still
anything
making
like
any
that.
money
Yeah,
from
yeah, I'm
this,
not
right?
making money
Yeah.
from this. But basically, like what they did is they said that because of Ramadan and whatnot, because like we're fasting right now as Muslims, because of all that, like we're like he can't